I'm trying blood orange today. It's one of my wife's favorites. I don't like it as much as the lemon. Lemon's a lot better. Hi. Welcome. New Order Substance Part Uno. So, what's up, guys? How you been? Last video I did was Either Or, Elliott Smith. Quality album. Great tracks on that whole thing. Love it. People asked if I'm going to do more Elliott Smith. Maybe EXO. Maybe the self-titled before that one. Some want me to do his whole catalog, which I'm not sure of. But I want to tell everybody right here, right now, because I'm hoping to get this video out before my kind of Christmas break. Or I'm not really a break, it's just I'll be so busy with other stuff that I'm not even going to have time to make these videos. In the new year, after I do the Substance videos, right here, after I do poll album number 5, I'm going to begin the David Bowie journey. I did a live stream and I talked with a bunch of people, 15, 20 people who were watching. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm going to do David Bowie here, because I've only listened to a little bit of him. I like a couple of his songs, don't like some of the others. So it's kind of like a, what would you call it? Like The Cure, where I was like, I don't really know how to get into him, so I'm going to try. But I'm going to do a comprehensive David Bowie kind of binge, where it's like, because I said, like, I've done the Smiths discography, I've done the New Order discography, and that was fun. I enjoyed like kind of going through and just seeing the progression and just getting a band like comprehensively like that with you guys watching and talking in the comments. It's a lot of fun. And I'm like, David Bowie is one of those artists where it's like I've never been able to quite get into him. I don't love him a whole lot from the outside, but I want to dive in. And it's like, what better way to do that than with these reactions? And I think it'll be a lot of fun. With you guys talking in the comments, and we'll do live streams talking about it. It'll be great. Fun time. Huge. Frankly, it'll be great. So, here are the albums we've kind of curated and cultivated. We're going to go chronologically. Some of you guys might say, don't do that one, or definitely do this one. But nope, this is what we're going to do. We have, I believe, 9 albums here. And once I do those 9 albums, if I enjoy a certain period or era from his discography, I'll go back and listen to albums around that area I didn't get to. But so it's like if I love his glam stuff, I'll try, his debut or something like that. If I love the Ziggy era, I'll do more from that, etc. But I wanted to get like the best of the best without, all of his stuff in between, because it's just too much. So here's what we're going to do, guys. The Man Who Sold the World, Hunky Dory, Ziggy Stardust, Aladdin Sane, Station to Station, Low, Heroes, Scary Monsters, and then we're skipping like a bajillion albums and doing Black Star. That's our trajectory. That's what we're going to do after these Substance videos and poll number 5. We're jumping right into David Bowie, guys. I'll still be doing polls for intermittent albums here and there, but they'll be behind the Patreon paywall, so if you want to vote in them, you'll need to be a patron subscriber person. Little as $1 a month, you'll get to vote in the polls once they go behind the paywall. That's all. That's all the preamble I have. I want to get into this because it's going to be a 70-minute listen right here. And I'm not super eager to do the disc 2 just because they're kind of B-sides and instrumentals. I'm assuming I'll probably record reaction number 2, part 2 of this, after Christmas. But I want to at least get this done and up. Caveat, slight aside here. So I'm going to say the songs that I've at least heard a version of. Ceremony, Temptation, Blue Monday, The Perfect Kiss, Subculture, obviously that was on Low Life, State of the Nation, I'm going to completely skip because I'm pretty sure this is just the version. I'll double check and listen, but I'm pretty sure this is just the version from Brotherhood, the second disc on Brotherhood. So if you want to see my reaction to that, go watch the Brotherhood video. but I'm pretty sure this is the same one. I can listen when I get around to it. Bizarre Love Triangle, and I've heard True Faith at work, but I haven't listened too closely. So the only ones I haven't heard anything of at all are Everything's Gone Green, Confusion, Thieves Like Us, Shellshock. So I'm pretty familiar with a lot of stuff on here, but I think some of these are alternate mixes and stuff like that. So we're still going to listen to everything except State of the Nation, most likely. Just wanted to let you know. Because, if you love New Order like I do, you're going to have heard Blue Monday, right? Actually, Ceremony was the first New Order song I ever heard. And if I've got to be honest, it's a terrible introduction song for New Order. Because if you listen to the rest of the catalog, it's like Ceremony was just kind of like this typical English post-punk kind of song, rock song. And it doesn't really like give a good indicator for like every other, even Joy Division, every other song they've made. Anyway, I'm going to start. So Ceremony, 12-inch version with Gillian Gilbert. Let's see if this is one that I've heard. Yeah, this is the version I've heard, I'm pretty sure. Second time I've reacted to this song on this channel, if you count the Galaxy 500 cover. Bernard, we're recording in this room. You have to come into this mic. Heaven knows it's going to be this time. What I find really interesting about the later years of Joy Division is that, like with Ceremony, because that was like written or recorded in 1980 with Joy Division, and then you had Love Will Tear Us Apart. Like, even with Ian Curtis still in the band, they were kind of going in a more like new wave pop, dare I say, like direction. And like, I don't know like how much would have stayed the same or been different with Ian still around in the band, but they were going in interesting directions. And then like you had the Ceremony, you had Love Will Tear Us Apart, and then he killed himself, and then New Order came about. And then you got, definitely a much more synthy, dancier band. But it's like, what kind of potential, like, because those were indicators that they were changing at the very least, right? Don't know. Everything's Gone Green. This is just a single that came out in 81. So it was contemporary with, would that have been Movement? Yeah, it was like, right, it was these basically from the Movement sessions, right? Interesting. Post-punk, synth pop. Let's see what kind of song we've got. Getting little doses of Blue Monday in there. It's like, I thought I heard your words. So he's like reusing similar melodies in some of these kind of throwaway singles and B-sides. I like hearing like this extra like peripheral stuff, because you can kind of see the headspace that the songwriters are in when they're working on these songs. in an era of these electronic songs that, like fade in instruments and then fade them out, strip them back as they go. It's like they just had to put this weird little synth fart noise right at the end of the song to surprise everyone still listening. Yeah, interesting. Don't love it because it felt kind of like, bits, like kind of scraps from the cutting room floor sort of put together into a song. And it's like kind of like with stuff from the other Substance where it feels like pieces of other songs that I like more. But not every song is like that. It's just some are. So Temptation, this is a 7-minute mix. I may have heard this one. Let's see. It's a great song. Ooh. I don't think I've heard this mix in particular. I like it though. I've heard the 5-minute 20-second version. I've heard the 8-minute 47-second version. This is a 7-minute version that kind of falls in between. I haven't heard this one. Please don't let me hit the ground. Please don't let me hit the ground. There's mixing that I like more on the other versions, but the songwriting and the composition on this one I find a little more compelling. Man, if only you could just take the best from your favorite mixes and just but you can't. You can't. This guitar line. Pretty good. I don't know. I do like the mix for the normal 12-inch version, I believe it is. I have a soft spot for the 7-inch as well. But don't you dare take that out of context. Don't you dare. Don't even quote me. If I see that quote in the comments, I'm deleting you and banning you from YouTube. This was pretty good, though. I don't know. I'm really torn because I like a lot of things from all the different versions. Good, though. I think this is just Blue Monday. Just normal, good old Blue Monday. But I'll never turn down an opportunity to listen to the song that's in the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer. Holy crap. Man, how annoying is that? On one level, it's annoying because you go to any Blue Monday video on YouTube now, it's like, who's here from the Wonder Woman trailer? And 7,000 likes. And I'm like, thanks for saying that. And on the other hand, it's like, well, at least people are listening to New Order now. At least young children and, man-childs, 40-year-old guys are aware that New Order exists. And my only thing is to say, if you like Blue Monday, try Bizarre Love Triangle, try Age of Consent. Come on, keep coming in. Join the club. Blue Monday. This is just going to be a couple minutes of me just kind of bobbing my head to the music. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 How are you guys doing? You good? I hope so. Cheers. Gotta say, I'm glad that the best-selling 12-inch single of all time is written by competent musicians and it's not just pop garbage. What a great song by Ennio Morricone. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Confusion. Probably gonna have to change out my battery and my memory card actually, because I think I'm talking too much and it's a 70-minute listening session, so there might be a jump. We'll see. Confusion. This comes from 1983. It was the follow-up to their breakthrough hit Blue Monday and is unique for having both Peter Hook and Bernard Sumner playing bass guitars. Oh. What? So this was contemporary with what? Power Corruption and Lies was 83. Okay, so this was contemporary with Power Corruption and Lies for sure. Confusion Alternative Dance, 8 minutes long. Dang. Or the version here is shorter, 4 minutes. So there's an 8-minute version, but I have the 4-minute version? What's the 4-minute version? I don't understand. 1987 mix. There's so many versions of all these songs, I'm so lost and confused. Speaking of confused. Oh my gosh. This is interesting. Slapping the bass, man. I have no idea how to feel about that one. That was a little bizarre. Love Triangle. Yeah, it was kind of unlike anything else they've done. I mean, it kind of felt like what they did around that time, but it was pretty unique. We'll have to see how that sits. I'll do Thieves Like Us, and then I'll change out my camera and everything for the next half of this listening session. I want to say that this one is like pretty well regarded, or people really like this one, or people are excited for me to hear this one. I don't know. I'm intrigued though. 6 minutes. Let's go. A little bit of that new wave. That melody sounds familiar. Have I heard this before? It's very peaceful and calm. Oh my gosh, that is gonna bug me because I've heard that melody before. It's like da 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 da. What is that from? It's gonna drive me crazy. That was interesting. Pardon the toilet flush back there. I don't know. I like it. I don't know if I love it. We'll see if it grows on me. I kind of hope it does because that was a really, really fascinating tune. I'm going to switch out my camera now. Hold on. We're back. The Perfect Kiss, 12-inch version. I may have heard this. If this is the version from the music video, I've heard this. Because I don't think they re-recorded it per se, you know, for the Substance compilation. So I think that the shorter version, there's a 3-minute. There's like there's so many versions I can't keep track. I probably heard this one. That starts with like the beep boops. I have heard this. It's a good version. I like it. The version of this I have is 8 minutes 2 seconds. But the 12-inch version is supposed to be 8 minutes 46 seconds. I have no idea which version I'm listening to then. Who cares, man? You know. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I love that Peter Hook just like defies all bass stereotypes or archetypes. And he's just like, he's playing just like, you know, like way up high on his bass. I love that flip. And also like it's inspired me with my music because I don't have a bass guitar. So like every time, if you were to listen to my music, which I do have an album coming out somewhat soon. It's almost done. Recording, mixing, writing. I have decided to like, I'm just going to put in, you know, like bass notes just on my low E string and use that as the bass. It's like I don't even pitch shift it or anything. It's just I'm going to use that as my bass. It's very simple, but it does the job. And it's just like, you know, kind of sort of thinking in that direction that I find really inspiring and sort of, there's almost a DIY feel to New Order a little bit. It's like, they're not incredible, just like, well, they are incredible songwriters, but they're just people, you know? And they're humble, you can, to a degree, you can just talk with them, interact with them, talk with them about the music. And that's what I love about New Order. And I find it very inspiring. That's all. So good. I love this part. Really good percussion right here, too. Frog time. We're going to Frogland. They asked Steven, why? And he said, because I can. Definitely the superior version, I think, honestly. Okay, Subculture. It's a different mix. What do we got? Is Republic leaking in? Okay, I'll give credit where credit is due. That was a creative edit, but it sucked. It was not good. That was not good at all. Oh, all right. Shellshock, another edit by the same guy. Let's see. This is an edit of an almost 10-minute song. This is on the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. Interesting. I don't love like the glitchy like edits in it. I want to hear the original song at some point. I didn't love it, but I'm very intrigued and I want to hear the original version and see if it grows on me. So I'll keep you guys posted on that one. Okay, we're skipping State of the Nation because I've heard it, I believe. Yes, that's the same. Okay, Bizarre Love Triangle. This is a longer remix. I haven't heard this one, I don't think. I get the synth swells. Nice. I feel a shot right through with a bolt of blue. It's a different recording, isn't it? It's a little bit slower. That clap sounds like it's in the room. It's really distracting. I'm not opposed to it. I want that bass. Give me that bass. We have a minute left. No bass. Oh my gosh. You missed the perfect opportunity to just kind of like crescendo into that bass. It would have been the perfect song. I like some aspects of it, but missing that bass, man, that's unforgivable. True Faith. Last one, guys. We're going to truck through this one. I think I've heard this song before on the radio. I don't think I like it a lot. Let's see. Would never come. You see, I don't love it. I have no issues with it, and I can see why people really like it. It's a solid new wave song. It just doesn't really do it for me. It seems too non-New Order-ish, you know? But that's that. That is the end of side one. Side two will come probably January. Yeah, I'm gonna be a very busy man next couple weeks, so hopefully I'll get this out. I'll have the comments video out. Maybe I'll have you guys vote in a poll over the Christmas break. We'll see. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I love you all. Patreon.com/AlexHaitz. I hope you all have a splendid holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or Christmas. I hope your Kwanzaa is great. That's all I have to say. Yes, until next time, guys, fare thee well.